How is everyone doing on today? Welcome to Venesia Williams Empowers. This is our Tuesday Empowerment Talk. I am so happy and grateful now that you all could join me on today. Guess what I need you to do? I need you to heart it up. I need you to like. I need you to go and invite a few friends because this is about to be explosive. Yes, we got a phenomenal woman of God coming on today, Dr. Anastacia. I'm telling you, she is making major moves. She is a trailblazer. She's all about empowerment. She's all about helping people go to the next level when it comes to their spiritual growth, their mental growth, and their health and wellness. So I'm telling you, make sure you share this broadcast. For those that don't know, I am Dr. Venesia Williams, the #1 empowerment coach in the UK, the author of the book, The Power of Renewing Your Mind and Turning Point, How God Turned My Darkness into Marvelous Light. I'm also the co-founder of the Power of Love Ministries and the Empowerment Center, where we help women to truly be empowered, overcome those obstacles in life without becoming overwhelmed or frustrated, but truly begin to soar and be able to live a stable life. Who on here needs stability, that balance that you need, and do it authentically as well? So I'm all about empowerment. Anybody that knows me knows I live and breathe empowerment. The goal is, trust me, 1 million women. The goal is 1 million women to be truly empowered, to truly impact them positively when it comes to their spirituality, where it comes to their personal growth and development, when it comes to their finances. I just have a heart to see women winning. I know exactly what it feels like to be torn down. I know what it feels like to be overlooked. I even know what it feels like to really be gleaning to a woman and saying, yes, I honor you. I listen, you're trailblazing. I admire you. Listen, teach me, guide me, show me. You know, when you're looking at mentor only for that person to feel intimidated. And I'm thinking, what are you intimidated for? I want you to mentor me, okay? I've been there. So that's why I'm so passionate about this community, empowering women to win, to elevate to the next level, to truly be around other women that truly want to see them win. Blessings, Marvelyn. How are you doing, Rajas? I see you all on. So without further ado, have we got the temperature up? Have you hearted it up? Have you shared? Let me go and check and see what's happening on here. We've got you all up on Twitter. We've got you on YouTube and Facebook. Listen, I want to see who's giving me the most love up in here. Who is giving me the most love up in here? Let me go and see. Let's see. Who's sharing? Share and tag. Share and tag. I'm about to invite our phenomenal guest on today. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you. How are you?
I'm fabulous. I'm doing great.
How are you doing? I was saying your name correct.
Anastacia.
Blessings. How are you doing today?
Oh, it's great because you know it's better in the Bahamas, so it's great.
All the way, come on, tuning in all the way from the Bahamas.
Yes.
Wow. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, what it is that you do and who you are.
Well, coming into my own, I have to speak with regards to when I found out who I was first. So I want to really start there. I want to bring you greetings from the Bahamas, and I want to thank you for this opportunity to be on your platform this afternoon. And happy Women's Month, because we are here just celebrating the awesomeness of women all over the world. And I just want to edify you as a phenomenal woman that you are. And so I am a wife, I'm a mother, I am an entrepreneur. I am the platinum president with Artist Life. I'm also the CEO of Kingdom Global Community Outreach. I'm also a people to people ambassador for my country, the Bahamas. I'm also the CEO of Effective Leadership Academy. I'm also the country chair for G100. It's 100 women in 100 countries. And then I'm also the country chair delegate for the Bahamas for Global Business Chamber of Leaders. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to basically share what I have with all the women, because I know that iron sharpens iron, and I do
Yeah.
believe that what I have you don't have, and what you
Mm.
have I don't have. So we just got to put it all together.
Yes. Wow. 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 That is amazing. You are doing such phenomenal stuff. I love all that you are doing. I'm so excited that you came on today and are able to really begin to share, because I loved what you said. What did you say? You said you're becoming to be, like how you found out who
I'm
you
gonna tell
were
you,
becoming.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I found out less than 10 years ago, to be
Mm.
honest. I was in a women's seminar with the late Dr. Miles Monroe, and he asked us if we knew what our name meant. And can I tell you, I did not know the meaning of my name. And so I had to go and do some research. And I found out that Anastacia means resurrection. And my life changed ever since, because I didn't realize that I was put in place to be able to help to bring people up. And so once I found out what my name meant, my life totally
Mm.
changed. I had a different perspective on what it is I was supposed to do. I began to have more courage. I began to take more risks. I began to position myself in unfamiliar environments to force me to level up. And so I decided to definitely do that. And so I always tell people, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And so I want to be with people that make me think. I don't want to be intimidated by somebody who knows more than me. I want to be there. I want you to challenge me. I want you to make me go and read. I want you to make me go and study. I want you to make me do things that I'm not comfortable doing, because I have to
Mm.
understand who I am and who God created me to be. And that person should be someone, we quote it all the time. We are a chosen generation, really.
Yeah.
We are a royal priesthood, really, that we should show forth the praises of him. How? So
Come
I
on.
had to find all of this out. I had to tap into people, because I cannot say that I am a kingdom citizen, and when it's time for me to function, I'm not able to do it. We are expected to function, and we are expected to do it at high levels. And so if I wanted to learn how to do it, I had to position myself amongst people who were winning and not
Mm.
whining. And so I do a series all the time called Sit with the Winners. The conversation is different. I want to hear success. I don't want to hear what you
Yes.
couldn't do, or what happened, or who did this to you. And I don't want to hear all of that. I want to know, what do you do to win? Teach me. I will never be offended. Even if you say to me, I don't think you should do it that way. Okay, show me how to do it. I'm open-minded, and my spirit is ready to receive. If you want to call it rebuke, I don't call it rebuke. My spirit is ready to receive what it is that I need to learn. And so I'm always at that place. I believe we're always learning. We have to have a mindset that we don't know everything.
Yes.
And in psychology, because I love psychology now, and I didn't say I am an alumni of Higher Place Christian University in Atlanta. And I also serve in that capacity of international coordinator. Oh my goodness, I should have said that. But I'm in a place where I just want to learn. I
Mm.
want to be able to lend my voice to make changes globally that is going to be conducive for women to be empowered, for women to have more, be more, because of who we are, because of of how God made us. And you have to stop me because I can talk and I'm going to talk and talk. So you're going to have to interject with me because I could flow into another topic, So this your show, so you're going to have to stop me.
Listen, Anastacia, I just love you. You are just phenomenal. So I want to know, because we've got many women on here they're at that place where you was before, where you didn't necessarily know who you were, and you was trying to find your way. If you could speak back to yourself then, what is it that you would truly say now to begin to really help to speed up that process and identify that, hold on, I need help.
But here's the thing.
I need to know my identity.
Here's the thing. I want us to first realize that we have anywhere from a 70 to 100-year leadership gap, meaning that my mother couldn't teach me what she was not taught. And so I believe that we're in an era where we have to unlearn a lot of things, because what we were taught was basically just religion versus kingdom, if you understand what I'm saying. And so what I know that shifted me was the fact that I was hungry for knowledge. You have to get to a place where you have to figure out if the way that you're living, if you're okay with that. Now, if you're okay with that, then it's good and fine. But if you're uncomfortable in the way that you are living, if you don't know what it is that you're here to do, my number one advice to anybody, any woman, first and foremost, you need to get away, get to yourself, and you speak with your creator, the God, show me what to do. Put people in my path so that my light bulb can go off. And that's what I did. And as you begin to go in different environments, what's going to happen is you're going to have a Mary Elizabeth experience. Somebody is going to say something that's going to cause your baby to leap. And that's just how God created it, because all of it is not in one person. He intentionally put different things in different people that's going to do that. And so sometimes when people don't know what they're here to do, just go in the unfamiliar. You're going to get it. Once you pray to God, he will make sure that you hear the information. I'm telling you, I've proven that. And especially in this time of modern technology, and as we celebrated Women's Month, and one of the things we were talking about was the digital space and technology. The world is only so big now because we are able to connect to people all over the world just by the click of a mouse. So if that person is in Zimbabwe, God will make sure that that person sees you.
Yes. Wow. This is so phenomenal. Just about the power of truly knowing yourself and the importance of your relationship with God and it being personal. I mean, for me, growing up in church, being a PK kid, my mum being a pastor, I knew a lot about the religion side of church and the religious practices. But the transformation only took place when I got to know God for myself.
Yes.
When I was hungry for change. I remember listening to a message that literally just popped up suddenly. Remember when, I don't know if you lot still watched it. It was long, years and years ago, but on the Word Network, and I believe it was a replay of Juanita Bynum when she was preaching No More Sheets, one of her famous messages. And I was just listening, I was like, wow. And I didn't want to know her. I wanted to know this God that she's talking about that done all this stuff. Because when you grow up in a sort of religious church, you don't really hear testimonies like that.
Right, right.
You just hear biblical scriptures or songs and hymns. You're not really hearing someone how they truly encountered God and how God transformed their lives. So I want to really get to know this God that she was talking about. And that's what made me begin to get truly hungry and thirsty for God until I encountered him myself. So it's all about that one-on-one relationship and truly wanting to seek him. Because if you seek him, you will find him.
Exactly. And it's the understanding. And so sometimes it's just sometimes just we tend to be a little lazy with regards to understanding the word, because if you understand who a Proverbs 31 woman is, you just by reading that, you should understand that the things that you're supposed to do as a woman. This woman saw land and she bought it. This woman saw to the ways of her household. This woman had maids. This woman let her put her hand to the poor. You understand what I'm saying? This woman sold linens and garments. This woman was in business. It is right there. It is right there. Her husband is known in the gates because of her. This woman was so bad. You understand me? So I don't know why in this day and time women are just thinking about just getting married, having a husband, having some children, and being okay with that. No, God put you here to do some things, because I always tease my husband. I would always tease him, and I would tell him, especially during this kind of time, we coming up to Easter, right? Jesus had 12 disciples, right? And they walked with him. He told them that he was going to be denied, he was going to be betrayed, he was going to be crucified, he was going to be buried, and he would resurrect. They walked with him. The women didn't walk with him like that. And can I tell you, when that time came, those disciples, they went into hiding. You understand me? And they walked with Jesus. The women rose up early in the morning and had to set them straight and say, hey, get it together. Didn't he tell you? You walk with him. Didn't he tell you this was going to happen? Get up, heroes. You understand what I'm saying? And so God know what he did when he put, I think his intuition, influence into women. We know what we're supposed to do and what we're assigned to do. We know. And so we just have to ask God to connect us to our destiny helpers so that we're able to pivot, so that we're able to go to another level. And also, I'm going to give you a scenario, and this changed my life too. And it made me think. I went to this prayer breakfast, and the speaker of this, one of the speakers of the prayer breakfast told her story. And her story was one wherein she ended up in jail for the mere fact of a domestic dispute with her and her husband. And her circle, or her church girls, or people who she knew, they knew of his past, of him being abusive, and no one ever told her. And she was like, hold on, I am in your circle. I see you every time I come to prayer meeting. I see you every time. And you're trying to tell me no one of you could have said anything to me with regard to this man, because everybody want to be of the opinion, oh, it's not my business, or I'm not going to be a part of that. And I think that's one of the things the enemy uses against our kingdom citizens. A lot of things we just quiet about. We don't have to steal or kill or anything, as long as we are silent. A lot of the things that we see wrong, we say nothing about it. That's another spirit of religion and generational curse, wherein we see things wrong and we are silent. And so the Bible talks about that. So heaps of coal, fire gonna be on top of you because you see things are going wrong and you are just silent about it. And so I know of a saying that I can't remember who said it, but he said, evil persists because good men do nothing. So we have a bunch of good people with good hearts who are silent.
My God.
How is that going to work? How is that going to work? How are we going to be able to empower our young girls if we see things that are not right and we are silent. That is why the empowerment of women, of courage, of self-esteem is so important. And you get all of that when you tap into business. And so I encourage women to do business. I never really understood people and really studied psychology until I started my own business. It just blew my mind. For the mere fact of who I thought would support me in business, they run from me.
Mm.
And I always tell people, strangers make you wealthy.
Yes.
Um, I'm telling you, and as I did my business, um, I would watch people, they would look at me funny, and they would tell people, oh, you only making her rich. These are the kind of things that you hear. And it's so sad because I'm gonna give you another let me give you another scenario, right?
That was
And I'm
powerful right there, what you said.
yeah, and I'm
Strangers
smiling about
make
it,
you
right?
wealthy.
Yeah, strangers make you wealthy. Yeah. I'm smiling about it because at first I was angry, right? But then I'm smiling about it because it was funny. Because I'm doing better. I was not in the spirit. I'm in the food store and I'm talking to someone because I was looking good. I really was looking good that day. And
Ooh.
this particular person, right? They was telling me about how nice I looked and I
Mm.
was telling them about the garment that I sell. And this particular lady in church, she just interrupted the conversation. And she said, every time I see you selling something, why are you always bothering people? You selling this and selling the next thing. And I was like, and I'm telling you the truth. I was not in the spirit. I said, I'm not speaking to you. I'm not, I was not, I said, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to her. So I said to her, I said, I said, are you working? She said, yes. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, do you go to work and they don't pay you? I said, here's what to do. Sinister, you want to be deep. Go to work for 30 days and tell them at the end of the month, don't pay you.
Mm.
Because all you want to do is make money. Well, why else do you start a business? I did start this business to make money. What else am I supposed to do? So you go to work and tell them don't pay you. Sinister, you want to be deep. You want to be spiritual.
Mm.
And these are the things as a young woman I
Mm.
would get into, and because people don't understand for some reason, it's this spirit of religion to making us think that having money or doing business is such a bad thing, as though I'm impeding on. No, I'm not impeding on anyone. She has something that she wants something that I have, and I'm just showing her how to get it. What's the problem? What is the problem? And so what if I make money from her buying it from me? Don't you buy from other people? As a matter of fact, look
Exactly.
at this food store. You don't own it and you're purchasing from them. Aren't
Mm.
you helping somebody to make money? So it's a mindset of us understanding that we have to learn how to build one another. You
That's
understand what I'm
it.
saying? And it's like you have listen, I didn't ask you to buy nothing from me, and you don't have to because it's your right. But if I'm speaking to somebody, you don't bother with me. Don't do that.
And why do you think that is? Because I'm telling you, I've worked with so many women, and this seems to be something that keeps on coming up. This type of scenario keeps on coming up, and in some women as well, it really breaks their confidence and self-esteem, and they, instead of pushing forward, they now pull back because of the action
And
of
that is
other people.
because, let me tell you why. It's the very same thing I said. Good people are quiet.
Mm.
People see things, they know. Oh, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to get involved. But you want to then profit from the relationship of that person. Now, if you're not expecting anything, then you stay out. But if you want to be in a particular organization and in a space to profit from that space, you ought to lend your voice to the things that go right and the things that go wrong in that space, because
Mm.
you expect to profit from that space.
Mm.
It's like most people are okay to see you want to be on a ship, and most people want to just watch the ship sink. I don't understand for the life of me how you want to be on the ship. You want to make money from the ship. You see things going wrong and you want to be mute. How does
Mm.
that work? And so it's because of empowerment, and it's because most people, they want validation. They just want to be liked. They're not concerned
Yes.
about purpose. Some people just want to be on a platform just for somebody to say, oh, you look nice, or you speak well. But what happened to purpose?
It's true.
What
Woo.
happened to results? What happened to
Yes.
why God put you here? What happened to that? And so we have to, and that's why these platforms are so important, where we are able to empower women to say, if you don't like that, say you don't like it. What's the problem? You understand? It's about purpose.
Yes, it's
And
so
I'm gonna
true.
tell you, the people who discouraged me from doing business, can I tell you?
Tell me.
13 years later, I look at them, they're in the same position. But I'm gonna tell you, I had a gentleman from my church.
Yes.
He saw me doing business, and he said, I want to meet you I want you to come to my office. I went to his office the next day.
Mm.
And let me tell you something, that man encouraged me. And
Wow.
he said to me, I see you. He said, listen here, don't listen to them church people. Don't listen to them. They don't have no money. Don't listen to them. Do your business,
Yes.
and you master what it is that you're doing, and watch God. And I'm telling you, I left from his office so empowered, because believe it or not, people see you. They know you're gifted. They're just hoping you don't know.
Mm.
So you have to know. That's why it's so important for you to be in tune with God. That's why you see why you got to come to the Bahamas so you go on the beach.
Yeah.
Just let the cool breeze just
Woo!
blow on you.
Girl,
So
don't let me book my flight. Don't tell me about
let the breeze
that
blow on you
cool
so you can
breeze.
talk to God. So you can say to him, I need you to make sure that when I hear the right thing, it jumps in my spirit. You understand what I'm saying?
Like a
Make
jump
sure,
start.
God, show me, is that the person I'm supposed to listen to? Because I tell people all the time, whomever you give your ear to controls your life. You
Wow.
have people just listening to the wrong people. Just going down the wrong. And the thing about it is, where they want to go, that person has not even gone there. So how are you listening to somebody who has not done what it is that you want to do?
This is it.
I
It's
don't
so
get it.
key. Listen, doctor, you said something right there, because you want to listen to people that's got the results that you desire.
Exactly. You can't help me pay a bill, and you trying to tell me don't do business? Are you crazy? You mix up now, sweetie. I'm going to fail, and I'm going to fail, and I'm going to fail until I get it. I
Until
will
you
learn.
win.
Exactly.
That's it.
And
That
I'm not afraid to fail. And I'm free of, and that's another thing, coach. I'm going to tell you this, and I tell people all the time. If you can free yourself of people's opinions, oh my God, you're going to live a good life. I'm telling you, most of the times people stress out from people that can't even help them pay a bill. They don't have the first penny to rub up against the next. They can't have them do nothing. And you worrying about them. If I had listened to people, I would never jump a plane. I've never invested. I would be right there in my corner just listening to these people discourage me from doing business. I'm telling you.
And you are trailblazing and doing so well. And the thing what I love about you is you're empowering others to do the same. You're one that truly wants to build and truly wants to uplift and see other people really accomplish, their goals. And it's such a blessing to see, because we don't see this enough. We don't see women collaborating enough. We don't see women truly pulling up each other enough. And this is what it's all about, because together we are so much stronger. I tell people, listen, if it costs me my piece, it's too expensive, I am not going to have nothing to do with it. And I've got to a place where you set your boundaries, and you make sure you set those healthy boundaries, because a lot of time why we can feel depleted, why we can feel burnt out, is because we haven't set those boundaries in place.
or what we call my favorite topic, the law of reciprocity.
Come on, talk
We
about
are
it.
violating laws. Okay?
Mm.
There is no way that God told you to keep pouring into people who will not pour back into you. You are
True.
violating a
Ooh,
law. There are laws and principles that govern us. You understand? God didn't ask you to
listen.
do that. You are doing that because most of the time you are seeking validation. And so you keep
Mm.
pouring and pouring and think automatically people, and then the law of the ask, you have to ask. A lot of times you need help and you're afraid to ask for help. If I can't do something, I'm going to ask. We to this place where if we think that it takes away from us if we don't know something. I am not going to fake around somebody that if I don't know something, if I don't know, I will tell you I don't know. I need your
Mm.
help. I need you to help me because I don't know. It's just as simple
Ooh.
as that. And so we have to have these conversations because I tell people I don't want to walk around eggshells around people. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I want to be me. I want to be authentic in every relationship I come into. I want to be, if I fall into, if something is wrong, I should be able to say, Apostle, I have a problem.
Mm.
Um, this didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. Um, how else can we do this? What other suggestion you have? But because
Mm.
I've come to a roadblock here, and we have to learn how to be honest with one another and stop thinking that because you're honest with somebody, people are going to think of you in a negative way. And if they think of you in a negative way, so what? That does not take your value away from you. You
So
just get
true.
to know who you can work with and who you can't work with. It's a simple matter. I believe in being very transparent. I'm very transparent. As a matter of fact, I am brutally honest sometimes to my detriment sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't say to my detriment, but
Mm.
if I can't do something, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I have a problem here. I can't do it, or this happened and the next thing happened, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
Yes.
play like it didn't bother me or something like that. I'm going to tell you. Now, so I'm telling you because maybe you're able to give me a solution. And so a lot of times people go to bed hurting their head just because you don't want people to think that you don't have it all together, and you shouldn't have it all together. What's the problem? Who has it all together? I would like to know.
True.
Do you know
True.
anybody who have
So
it all
true.
together without any fault, without any? So you don't have to put that pressure on you. That's why we have all these topics. Everybody got to go to therapy and all this kind of stuff, all these mental health issues because you stressing yourself out because you worried about what somebody going to say or think about you. If you have a
It's so
problem,
true.
say what it is, say what the challenge is, and somebody's able to help you.
So true.
But that's why it's important to be in the right circle. You understand? Now, if you know that you are a person you like to give, and when it's your time, they can't ever help you, you better get running.
That's not a circle. That's a cage.
You got that? That's not, no, that's not gonna work for me, baby. No, that's not gonna work for me. No, because I give, as a matter of fact, I don't give 100%. I give 250%. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? And so I'm the type of person, if I want to do something for you, I do something for you. And so let me talk to you about reciprocity. I remember even before I got married, I would not go to a wedding shower without a proper gift. If I'm not able to buy the proper gift, I'm not going.
Mm.
I'm not going. I like I like to give people who are getting married nice quality gifts. And man, let me tell you, I used to go, we used to have a place where I live that used to sell nice crystal and nice crystal frames and nice
Mm.
dish sets and nice comforter sets for the beds and stuff. If I'm going to give somebody who's getting married a gift, I want to give something nice. Man, I did that for at least 4 or 5 years. Can I tell you, when I was getting married and it was my time, oh my Lord, oh, the nice things I got. The law of reciprocity, because people remember that when it was their time, I gave a nice gift.
Yes.
And you know, here what they normally do is there's a register, so people would put your name and the gift that you gave, so people know who gave what and they remembered because there was a list. So what I'm saying is, I don't buy gifts to people that I don't want people to buy for me.
Yes.
You know, reciprocity, whatever you want done for you,
Do it
you
for
do it for
others.
that person and you're going to get that back. That's
Yeah.
very, very important. I
So
refer
true.
you business, you refer me business. You understand? I come to your event, you come to my event. I come to your country, you come to my country. That is how it works. It has to be for mutual benefit. Other than that, if you are in
That's it.
relationships that don't do that, they are parasites.
They are parasites.
And it's another word we use here in the Caribbean, but I cannot say that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So
totally
so
understand you.
right,
I
and the
think
thing
it's to
about
do
it,
with, I
the
think it's
thing
to do
about
with
it is,
mindset.
I didn't hear you.
It's to do with mindset. You know, a lot of people, the reason why they don't want to, because they're in fear of you outdoing them. They feel like if they give to you, it's
How could
taken
you
away from
outdo
them,
somebody?
and it's really a mindset that needs to be broken.
You
It
can't
needs to be
outdo somebody who
dismantled.
gifted. If God called, how does that work? If God called and assigned someone for something, and they do well in it, what that have nothing to do with you? God gave them that gift. All good and perfect gift comes from above. That
That's it.
person is not responsible for their gift or they're not. I don't know how these people get in that. That's not your business. I have nothing to do with you.
Oh, and this is another thing that I think really does um limit some people is instead of with because we're co-laborers and sometimes I could be strong in an area and another person could be weak in the area and they could be strong in another area that I'm weak in, and when we come together
Right.
we make a greater impact. But what happens is when people team up now, because you see me strong in that area now, you want to ride in that lane instead of focusing on the lane that you're supposed to ride in so we can make a greater impact.
And listen, and these same people don't want to do business. Let me tell you what they do. If they feel offended by your gift, they go and start recruiting other people to come join their team to
Mm,
to come against you, and they don't want to do business. That's the same energy it takes for you to do business. So you want to recruit, you need to do business.
listen. Ooh,
You
ooh.
understand? It's the same energy. It's the same energy. And because people don't like to ask questions, people
Mm.
don't like to because they just most people just want a platform for people to
I
love,
don't.
hug, and kiss them. They don't care nothing but people.
Doctor, I don't think they heard. I don't think the people at the back heard what you just said right there. You said when they come around and instead of working with you to build, because of their intimidation, because of their lack of self-esteem and worth in their self, that instead of building so you lot can build something even greater, they go away and start recruiting to. Oh
Or they
my
could
God.
recruit and think they can't do business. All of that is money. All that equates to money. And as a matter of fact, if they recruit and do business, they wouldn't have to bother with you because they'll have their money and they'll have the lifestyle that they want.
Mm.
They just shift. They need to shift that energy. You understand? And most people go with the flow because most people just want to be liked. If you study how Jesus operated,
Mm.
could you imagine being in the temple that day with these scribes and Pharisees and Sadducees? And Jesus stood up in the temple and he said, "The scripture is fulfilled in your hearing." You know, those people
Mm.
almost like to throw Jesus out of the church, right? What are you talking about? Who are you? Talking about the scripture is Jesus was so bold,
Yes.
and he knew who he was and what he came to do, and he knew the time frame he had to do it in, and that is why he recruited the way he recruited. He chose
Mm.
people who were business minded to do the work
Yeah.
because he had a short time. He chose the fisherman, the tax collector, the lawyer, the doctor. He said, "Come, I need to stop what you're doing. Come follow me." Jesus didn't play.
Mm.
Come, come, follow me. You
That's it.
understand? And as he spoke, he was so confident because he knew he was the son of God. And the thing of it is he knew who was on his team. And he knew that everybody he couldn't take with him. So he would only take the top three.
Mm.
So you got to know who the top three is in your life.
Wow,
Everybody
wow,
still couldn't go.
wow.
Everybody can't go. And that's the problem why people have stress and mental stress, because you can't trying to take the whole world and you can't do it. You're not Jesus. You can't do it. You can't carry everybody. You can say,
Everybody.
you get on the plane, right?
Mm.
And you sit in the emergency section. The stewardess clearly states to you, if you want to be able to help the people on this plane, you have to put your oxygen mask on first. You trying to put on everybody oxygen mask, you're going to die. And you can't help nobody.
That part. Woo! Woo!
You can't help nobody. See, because we have to shift our mindset to understand
Yeah.
that nothing is wrong with pouring from our overflow.
Flow.
I got to be overflowing so I can help more people, but you can't want me poor if I'm depleted, and I can't be depleted if you want me to do everything for you because you want me to violate the law of reciprocity. You want me poor and you not poor. That's going to
Mm.
deplete me and I can't function. That's not going to work for me. I can have a headache. I'm going to be stressed out.
So true.
I won't be no good for my husband and my children. And then you want me function in other areas too. I'm not able to do it. And a lot of women think that they have to be able to flow. No, you're not able to do it. If it's time for you to take a nap, whether somebody asks you to do something, you have to learn how to say no.
No. Yes.
You have to learn how to say no. I've been to so many funerals, and every time somebody go on to do as I know her or something, I would always hear every time I asked her to be there, she was there. This woman never say no. But look what happened to her. Because she didn't say no. But now, because she's gone, are you not able to pour into her children? Because she's no longer there?
Wow, wow, wow.
Are you? You see what I'm saying? As simple as taking a nap. Sometimes you just have to take a nap. Self-care. Nothing wrong with that.
That's it.
Go on a cruise.
Come on.
Listen, this is it. There is no rehearsal in this life. This is it. We don't get to do this again. This is it. So you have to make intentional decisions for yourself and your family.
Yes.
And your children. You're supposed to leave. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children. What you doing to do that? That's why I tell people, if you come to me with a problem, you mean that you want me to find a solution. You're not asking me to go against nobody causing no problem. I know you ain't come to me for that. I don't have time for that. How is that helping me to help my children? Don't you will not recruit me to go against nobody. I'm not doing it.
Come on.
I'm not joining your team to do that. If there's a problem, the Bible tells us how to deal with conflict resolution. Bring all the parties together. And I don't see too much of that. Bring all the parties together. Then you can know what the real deal is. You call the parties together and you see somebody refuse to come, you already know what time it is.
So true.
So, we just have to be here to we need to have more open discussions about the empowerment and why women don't feel empowered, and to really break the reservations they have about speaking up or doing things that they want to do personally for themselves, some goals that they want to reach, they want to make. And so I'm so excited too, because as a lot of the restrictions are being dropped. A lot of women, God have called them to do more retreats. And sometimes you're able to get to women in person. You got to be, sometimes they just got to be in the room with the right energy and it goes off. And so I'm very, very happy that I see more events, in-person events where you can, because when you are, I like virtual, but it's not the same.
Not the same, right?
It's not the same that when you're in a room, you're able to speak. Because sometimes what you've gone through, God allows you to feel what another woman has felt, and you're gonna be able to speak to her and say, no, 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 I break free of that. You breaking free too.
Yes.
I already break, time for you to break, and we can have a break-in party. Hello. Because you got to break free from this, because this can't work, because it's only going to keep you bound. And just to have open conversation about it, and for people to feel a safe space. And when I say a safe space, I mean that God aligns these women with the right people, because a lot of times people prefer to suffer in silence, because
Mm,
sometimes they choose leaders and they spill and they tell leaders certain things, and they talk their
so
business.
true.
Yeah, you can't, if somebody entrusts you with something, you can't talk it. You can't talk these people business. You can't do that. Not in leadership. And that's why a lot of people don't, you have women who they would prefer to die. They would prefer
My
to commit
gosh.
suicide than to speak, because then they cannot find a trusted
The
voice.
trusted voices. That's so true. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever you conceal, you cannot heal from what you conceal. And we have to face these things in order to be able to conquer it and go through that healing process. And it's true, it's those conversations um
Yes.
really help, and the power of hearing somebody else's testimony. But you
Right.
have to be at that place where you create a space where people can be transparent and they can be vulnerable, and
That's the
it
thing.
really releases the oil of healing. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes it's just a hug. I remember I went to an event, and the message went forth and everything, and the Lord just led me just to hug this lady. And as I hugged her, I'm not really a hugging person.
Hmm.
So I know that had to be God. And as I hugged her, she just brought I just felt the weight release. And
Wow.
saying that, that's why sometimes it's true, you gotta be in the room. There's something that takes place when you're
Yes.
in the room, and God's
Definitely.
really able to shift and do what needs to be done. And He sometimes uses us to do those very
Yes.
things. So it's that obedience as
Yes.
well. And I'm
And that is
excited for
why
when you're gonna
God
have your
allows you.
retreat in
Yeah,
Bahamas, because
I know, right? And that is why God allows you to go through what you're going through, because sometimes you think it's for you, it's not for you, it's to help
it's not.
somebody else. So you be
Yeah.
all in your feelings. Oh God, why I gotta go through this? I was like that too. I was in my feelings. I said, "Not hold it, Jesus, hold it." I thought me and you cool. Why am I dealing with this? Why do I have? And I can speak like that. Why do I have to deal with this?
Mm,
God, why you put me here with these people? These people don't like me. Why
mm,
you have me here? I don't want to be here. You
Jesus.
have these conversations, and then sometimes God asks you to do things, and I find myself, no, Jesus, you can't want me to do that. Oh
and
no, no, sir,
and this is
not
the
me.
thing.
You should see me just like a little disobedient little girl. No, sir. I don't want. I don't like her. You gotta be joking. I'm not doing. No, God. And God. And the thing about it is, he put you there because he know what he put in you to do it. And so
Yes,
you have this battle where you're struggling with yourself. And yes, let me tell you the crazy thing. The crazy thing is God don't let you sleep till you do it.
exactly. And the greatest thing that He done with me is when He allowed me to begin to become certain people's intercessors, and I began to pray for these individuals, and God really began to entrust me um with their secrets, and trust me in the things that they were carrying, why they was acting the way that they was acting. And it really gave me another level of compassion when it comes to people. You hear that saying, hurt people,
That is
rejected
true.
people reject people. So when you learn to really stand in the gap as an intercessor, you get so much compassion. It's like, that's where that unconditional love comes in, because guess what? Whatever you're doing is not really, I have nothing to do with the equation.
Yeah.
It's all about what's happening with you.
Yes.
So when you're ready to heal, when you're ready to truly go through the process, but until then, I'm praying for you, sis. I'm praying for
Yeah.
you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what I believe is happening is the coming together of key women
Yeah,
globally, and so we're able to influence the seven mountains because we have to have money to do kingdom work.
that's it.
So I'm seeing that, and especially in business, because like I said, I struggle. I didn't want to do my own business. I was thrust into it. I think, as a matter of fact, I keep saying God tricked me, because I was tricked because I've never experienced such pain
Mm,
in doing business, especially in the kingdom. For the mere fact, like I said, is this is spirit of religion, and they make you feel like you're not supposed to have this, or you're not supposed to do this, and if you're not here when this is happening in church, then you've sinned and you've done all this kind of thing. And it is not for the fact that um some people knew, it's just, it's just a spirit of religion, what they're used to.
mm,
And so some people ignorantly did it, not understanding. You understand what I'm saying? Why
yeah,
they're doing what they're
what
doing.
it
I
is
had
that
to
they're
come to
doing, yeah.
grips with that and understand that if God called me to something, I am not supposed to be bothered by the opinion of man, because all of us come from Him. So if I tell you, God tell me to do something, then I know I have to do it. And then, two, you have to understand your lane and your assignment. A lot of people sometimes ask me, they would call me and say, I want you to um, go here. I said, listen here, I didn't tell you I was no pastor or no preacher. I am called to the marketplace. Everybody's not called to the pulpit. You
Mm,
understand? And sometimes people like to thrust you in places, but you're supposed to know where you are called. You understand? I don't want you mix me
say
up.
that one more time.
Don't mix me up. I am called to the marketplace to help women to do business,
Business.
right?
And this,
Don't call me to preach on no Sunday morning on your pulpit, because I am not called to do that. And
mm,
I know that. And so I had to straighten up some people with regards to it. God didn't call me to that. God didn't, everybody has their calling and their lane. Yes, I am a kingdom citizen, but why I can't have the kingdom make money for you to,
come
so you can
on.
preach? But I'm not called to that space. And don't try to
Mm.
thrust me into that space, because I'm not called to that. I know what I'm called to do.
And this is the power of knowing who you are and staying
Yes,
in alignment with your assignment, because
right.
people can get you out of position. And
What?
the
They will
oil
throw you straight
flows.
out of position
The
if you don't know who
oil
you are.
flows where you're in position. The oil flows. Like, this is the thing. You can have a capability or ability to do something, but it doesn't mean that that's the area that you're called and anointed to do. Just
Exactly.
because I've got an ability to do something, that doesn't mean that's what I'm supposed to do. It's not
Exactly.
where I was anointed to do.
I'm so happy you understand what I'm saying.
I totally understand.
Okay, good, good. Because
I
some people
totally
don't get it when I
understand.
tell them, "Oh, but you can't." I said, you didn't hear what I just said." I said, "I don't do that." I said, "I will connect you to my pastor friends and all this kind of stuff. I'll connect you, but I am not called." Listen, there's a special anointing,
Yes.
or there's a special calling to minister to people from the pulpit. You
Mm.
understand? You have to know that God called you there. You understand? Me, I may listen. I told somebody the other day, I may throw the people out of church. God didn't call me for that. I, I that ain't where I'm supposed to be. You understand? the minute the minute they look at me side, I may have to answer them, and I'm not going to do that. So let me stay. Let me stay. Let me stay in my lane where I'm supposed to
Mm.
be. In the marketplace, I'm gonna help you do business while we're here on earth. I understand my assignment. And
That's
let
it.
me do my business. You want to do business? I'll what? Now if you calling me to your women's group to talk about business, I come in.
Mm.
I come in. Yeah.
Yes.
If you calling me to talk about personality types, I come in. If
Mm.
you calling me to talk about the law of reciprocity, I come in. If you want me do my session, sit with the winners, the conversation is different, I come in.
Mm.
I know what I called to do.
You know. what you're called to do. And if people would just get this revelation, my God, there's so much more that we can do.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
the anointing flows so much when you're doing what you are called to do. Because guess what
Exactly.
happens? It's effortless.
Exactly.
It's
And the thing
effortless.
about it is, it don't even feel like work.
It don't feel like
It
work.
doesn't
This is the
feel like
thing.
work. I have so much fun speaking to women and talking to women about looking good and fixing their body and listen, you here making noise and let me show you how to make an extra $3,000. Come, let's go. There's no excuse. This is a day of modern technology. Anything you want to
Yes.
know, Google is your friend. Google it. Let's go. I love doing that, and it's fun for me. It's very fulfilling. It's very rewarding, and especially women who have children.
Mm.
You know, how is it? How do you? And I've watched this many times in the store. Women fussing children to put stuff back because they don't have the money to buy it. Have you seen that? Put
Yeah.
that back.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that. Oh, I don't like. No, no, no. I don't have the money. Go next time. Go out your daddy. And you hear
Mm.
these things, very, very loud in public places,
Yeah.
especially with children. And I am passionate about because children are innocent. You understand? They
Mm.
didn't ask to be here. They did not ask to be here. And so we have a responsibility, especially
Yeah.
when children are concerned, to make sure that there's a safe space for them because those children, they're the next leaders of the nation. So how are we
So
not protecting
true.
them? How are we not making sure that they are in a safe space? They're protected. All this trafficking and all this kind of stuff is because of there's some sort of lack of
That.
accountability in certain areas.
So
And
true.
that's because maybe the woman has to go to work. She don't have nobody to keep their children. All of these things.
Mm.
And that is why when you are your own boss, you control your time, you control your life. These are conversations that we need to have.
So true.
It
So,
impacts,
so
it changes
true.
people's lives. It's as simple as that. So
So
if you can
true.
replace what your salary is on your job and to be home, wouldn't you want to do that? Oh yes, what? You see what I'm saying? So anytime my
Definitely.
children need to do anything, I'm able to go with them. No issue. I don't have to miss nothing with regards to their life or anything like that. Let's go. And so doing business taught me that, and it also taught me people skills and how to deal with people and different personality types. And I just, you just watch people and you see the mindset of people. But I'm challenged by um, helping people to shift their mindset. So sometimes when I hear a negative thing, I just smile. I say, all right, you saying that now, by the time as I finish with you can be saying something different. It's a challenge for me, and I love to do it. And I just smile because I'm like, all right, I'm going to show you something different so you can change your perspective on things. And so I'm not offended by people having different views that I have. I'm not offended by that. First, I used to be like, what's wrong with her? But now I understand that people's environment shaped them. If that's
Yeah.
all they heard, that's what they're going to believe. And so when
Mm.
you step into different environments and then you're seeing certain results, your perspective changes on a whole lot of things. And when you can change your perspective, you can change your life.
Mm. That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And please do tell them how they can work with you, what business you have. Let them know, because this is a platform where I definitely want you to share what it is that you do, how they can connect with you and work with you.
All right.
Because each one reach one. So let
Right
them.
now, let me like I told you, I was passionate. I'm passionate about breast health. I am a platinum president with Artist Life for 13 years, and so I help women wear the proper bra because a lot of women don't know that they're not supposed to wear a bra with wire. It interferes with lymphatic drainage. I'm also a mother who had 2 C-sections, and so we put them in the proper postpartum girdle because as you get older, if you're not having the correct back support, you're going to hump and you're going to have back pain. And then we get our customers on nutrition. Then I am also the CEO of Woman Wife Entrepreneur Network, where I do events and I bring women together and we make them spend money with one another. We're not here just looking cute. Where your money, baby? You understand? And then I, yeah, because we want results. We don't want to just show up looking cute, nobody making any money, right? Dude, that doesn't work. And then I also help women get their doctorates in Christian leadership and business. I am the international relations officer with Higher Place Christian University out of Atlanta. And then I'm also the G100 leader for global women. It's 100 women with and 100 countries. We come
Oh,
together
that's
and
powerful.
we see how we can help one another in each country. And also I'm the Bahamas delegate for the Global Chamber of Business Leaders, another dynamic group of women and men all over the world. I'm telling you, and I love
Wow.
to do it. I'm right there on Facebook, Dr. Anastacia Lewis. And so I open markets, I travel, I talk, I speak, I do whatever because I love to empower women and I love to empower people all together. And I believe that we need more entrepreneurs in the kingdom so we can have our
Yeah.
time. And so we're able to do more if we own our time. That's what I
Yeah.
believe. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. Don't get me wrong. I didn't tell anybody that if you don't like to, if you love your job, hats off to you. You, you know, stay there. I'm not telling everybody to just quit their job. No, I'm not saying that. But there are some people who need to rise up and step into
Yes.
entrepreneurship so that you're able to walk into your purpose. Because I tell people all the time, like I had a problem with Christmas time because you have to put in for years and years if you wanted Christmas off. You know that some jobs they will tell you, no, 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 you can't be off Christmas. No, you can't be off Christmas. Only certain people. If you're in management, probably you could be off Christmas. But hey, if you own your time, Christmas is yours. Easter
Wow.
is yours. Everything belongs to you. And so I'm excited, and I'm sure that we are going to do some things together. You're there in the UK, so
Yes.
I don't believe that the connection was for nothing. I don't think God does things like that just for nothing. And so I would say to you, as I tell everybody, in conversation, we should not be offended by anybody. I should not have a problem with you holding my feet to the fire, and you shouldn't have a problem with me holding your feet to the fire. It's supposed to be a two-way street where we look out for one another. If you see something
Definitely.
out of whack or something, you should be able to say, well, Anastacia, what's going on here? You understand what I'm saying? And I should not be offended by your conversation or anything that you want to say, because I don't want to be a person walking on eggshells around you, and I don't want you to do it around me.
Man. That part right there. And Anastasia, just before you go, what would you say is the best advice that was ever given to you?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna tell you who really gave me the B12 shot and really set me
The
on my way.
B12 shot.
And
Tell
that
me,
person,
girl. Tell
I'm
me.
telling you, and that person would be Dr. Miles Monroe. He said to me, and I'll never forget it, and I'll never forget our final conversation. The very last thing he said to me, November the 1st. Let me give it a date.
Come on.
November the 1st, 2014. He said to me, I am so proud of you, but let me give you some advice. He said, you want to make it in this life and you want to be able to sustain what it is that you're doing, build people and build people globally. And don't just want something, really and truly build them. Not only is your life going to be better, but you're going to have a friend for life. And you're going to have those people who are there. They're going to even be there for your children. And so the very last book that I got from him before he died was a book called Passing It On. And he said, in this book, I'm teaching you who to spend your time with. And so he said, you have to understand that most people, a lot of people, the masses of people only want what in your hand, but they don't want you. They don't want to be connected
Woo!
because of your gift. So he said to me, if they are willing to put their hand in their pocket for you, they're willing to do things for you regardless of your gift. That's who to keep.
Mm.
Because a lot
Wow.
of people, they just want your gift, but they don't want you.
You. I ain't got nothing to say after that. She just dropped the mic right there. I want that to marinate.
Mm-hmm. And
I
and
just
and
want that to
and
marinate.
I kept that with me. And can I tell you, I've proven that to be true, and so true.
Wow.
And he said, just go and build people who people think nothing of. Go and build them. Make
Yes.
sure that they succeed. And that is why a lot of people can't do business, because they want to use people. You can't use people and expect to win. That doesn't work. I always tell people, don't let nobody use you. Let the Lord use you.
Mm. So
And you're going
true.
to get it back 1,000-fold.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was
Yes, ma'am.
powerful. This was fully loaded. I feel like
Mhm.
there's gonna be a part two coming up because we just was warming up.
I
We
know,
just
right?
was
And the
warming up.
time just goes by so fast. But hey, it's when you're having fun, and
That's
when
it.
there's no pressure or
Mm.
anything like that. When you're just being real, and just being authentic to understand. We have a lot of work to do.
Yes, definitely.
You have a lot. I have a lot of work to do, and I am still being polished.
Yes.
I'm still being pruned and sanded off and everything. I'm not perfect, but my heart is willing, and I'm not lazy. I'm always in a place wherein I don't have a problem serving.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you in London.
You just keep praying.
I'm believing it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm believing. I believe it's gonna be just so powerful. And there's gonna be so much more things to come
Yeah.
as well, because there's so much alignment with our beliefs. And when you find people that, tap into your core values, you got to keep those people around you. So I'm thankful for this divine connection, for your heart, and what God's doing through you, and just your steadfastness, and you're rooted and grounded in what it is that you're doing. You've got a clear focus. So I know now it's like the roadway is clear. It's just time to just go higher. It's time to just keep going higher. So I'm excited about the next
Mhm.
level where God's taking you and what he's doing through you and through those that are connected to you, because when you win, they win, and when they win, you win. It's going to be a continuous win-win. So I'm
Right.
excited. I'm excited about that. And I just want to thank you for coming on today, for sharing, for just outpouring so freely. If you're just joining now, make sure you go back and watch the replay. It was truly fully loaded. I thank you, Dr. Anastacia, for just coming on and just sharing your heart on today, and really just empowering, and so much wisdom on this line today. And it's just was done with so much love, and it's just flowed so freely. So I'm just thankful um for that, you coming on and sharing on today. And I definitely will have you back on again, and I can't wait for what's
Yes,
coming.
and make sure you keep in your mind a retreat in the Bahamas, because it's better in the Bahamas. I
Yes,
don't want you to forget.
I'm not gonna forget.
Okay.
I don't want to break no laws now.
No, don't break no laws. That's funny. That's right.
Okay,
That's
woman
right.
of God, I'll let you go now. Make sure you stay in the green room. I'm coming. I'm just
Okay.
going to round up here. Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. Listen, that was so powerful. That was just, I haven't got nothing more to say. I'm hardly ever speechless, but Dr. Anastacia, she just threw us all out the park. Make sure, look, I've been taking notes. Make sure you go back and listen to the replay. Make sure you definitely go and connect with her. She's got so much phenomenal things going on, and there's even more things to come. So make sure you connect with her, you support what it is that she is doing. And I'm telling you, make sure you join me back next week for our empowerment talks. It's just getting better and better and better. God's just blowing on this thing, and I love everything that he is doing. So make sure you share, and definitely go to empoweringwomen2win.co.uk. Grab your tickets right there. If you think that was powerful, she's going to be one of our speakers. We've got so much keynote speakers that are really trailblazing and willing to share their expertise to get you to the next level. So you want to make sure that you're in the room. We just heard the importance of being in the room, the importance of truly showing up for you, investing in you so that you can grow, so that you can develop and you can truly be launched to your next level. I see every woman walking in power, purpose, and prosperity. And if that's you, make sure that you definitely click the link. Bring a friend. Don't come alone. Bring a friend. Don't come alone. We don't want you showing up by yourself. Make sure you bring a friend or two so that you can be impacted together. There's nothing like trying to explain to somebody what you experience. You just got to make sure that they are there to get their own encounter so you lot can grow and prosper together. Once again, I'm Dr. Venesia Williams, the #1 prophetic empowerment coach in the UK, the founder of the Power of Love Ministries and the Empowerment Club, where we empower, equip women to truly live out their purpose, to truly achieve their goals, their dreams, and their visions. Make sure you can connect with me at www.venesiawilliams.com, or just slide right now in that DM. I might not reply today, but I definitely will reply as soon as I get an opportunity to do so. Have a blessed day. And once again, if you're watching, make sure you subscribe. Bye-bye.